from MRite Trading. Today is Sunday, March 30th, 2025, and the market is closed. I wanted to do a quick follow-up video to a video I made a little while ago. It's called One Day Rockets Using the TradingView Screener to Find Moonshot Stocks. And just a little backstory, a quick recap. A few months ago, a Redditor named 1215 Day Trading created a post about their breakout strategy. I created a watch list based on this strategy, which basically entailed finding stocks that had exceptionally high pre-market volume, a strong pre-market move up, and then consolidation towards the end of the pre-market. And so I just wanted to go over the results that I found and what I found that worked for me. So what I'll do is using that, and you can go back and view the video to find out how I made this screener, but basically looks for small caps, small to mid caps, $0 to $2 billion market cap, average volume is less than the pre-market volume, average volume over 90 days, so it has to have a large pre-market volume. And I use the ATR to determine if it's gotten to a point of consolidation. So now what I do is, let me get rid of this, is that I'll go through, I use the Magic Watch List Google extension, and I'll embed that or pin that to the page. And I use this so that I can go directly to the charts that I need to see. So I can go directly here, see what that chart looks like, here, see what that chart looks like, and so on and so forth. So I have quick access to those charts, and I can change or I can resort however I need to. So once I go and take a look at the charts, then I can see if they make sense and they follow the guidelines that the original poster had talked about. But what I found was that the setups that the OP looked for weren't very common. And I just had kind of mediocre luck. I basically just broke even using the strategy that he described, but I found something that did work for me. And so I wanted to share that with you. So, and again, if you wanted to use the watch list I have, I built a Google Chrome extension. You can go there, add that Chrome extension, and it works only with this TradingView screener. So now let's go to some of the trades I went through last week. Actually, this was on Friday, I believe. So I traded DBVT, WIMI, and let's see, what was the third one? The third one was, let's see. Oh, actually, I got it down in here because I paper traded it. Let's see, LXRX. So let's go add that in there. LXRX. Oh, this is LXRX. WIMI. And this should be DBVT. There we go. All right. So as you can see, the pre-market for each of these was pretty outrageous. So here you see LXRX took off, had a little bit of consolidation right here, which is what we're looking for. Here, WIMI, same thing, shot up, a little bit of consolidation here. And then the same thing with DBVT. This really shot up, went way up here, and then came back and consolidated. Let's see. There we go. And what I found was that I typically use one of our tools, Magic Order Blocks MW, and that'll create an order block above. So at the beginning of the day, I marked where the order block was at the beginning of at market open. So that's this yellow line and this yellow line. For WIMI, there wasn't really a clear order block, But what I found across all these is that there was a drop that happened at VWAP. So here, here, and here. Let me see, I can draw. So right at VWAP here, here, and here. And that usually coincided with the order block, if there was one. And right there is where you get your short. And as you can see on this chart, let's take a look and see if we can find out. Okay, there we go. That was just that candle. That was a 13% drop. And here, 12% drop. And here, and actually I got in about right there and then got out here. So that was only an 8% drop. But all these have the same pattern. It's a VWAP drop. I'm on a 9-minute chart. It's a 12-13% drop from, what was that, the 5th candle? And I have 3 other trades that look exactly the same that I took earlier this month. And you can see here we have LXRX, WIMI, DBVT, and short position, short, short. I think I did one long position, but I actually messed that order up, so I don't even count that one. Here, the long position actually did work. Then it was, but mostly short. It's long, I lost, short, and the dates on these are from 3/19 to 3/28. So as you can see, this is just over the last few weeks, and for the most part, it was 3 different trading days, and the net outcome was about $13,000 across those. Again, this is just a paper account. So let's go back to the chart. But they all seem to exhibit the same pattern. Once you know it has this big move and it comes back down to VWAP or it hits this order block, it starts to, you know you're going to have a big dip at some point. And I also have this other indicator that I'm working on right now called Magic Volume Oscillators, which tells you what the volume trend is. And what I noticed is that when the volume peaks and then begins to drop, that means, in this case, that buyers are leaving. So the buyers have capitulated. And in that case, when I see this starting to drop, that's when I know it's a good time to get in. Here, I think the drop was, let's see, this one was a little bit different than most of the other ones. Or let's see, where did I get in? Yeah, I got in short around here. So here I was just waiting for it to get back up to VWAP, and then you see the drop start to happen right about in here. And then on this one, I got in right about here where the drop in the Magic Volume Oscillator was about to begin. And that's about it. The only other thing I wanted to mention was the need to remember that if you were going in a short position with a stock like this, do not hold on to your short. Get in and get out, because what could happen is something like this. This was a VVPR, so this is a trade I took where it dropped from, let's see, do I have VWAP on? Yeah, it dropped from VWAP, and then I got out around in here, but this turned into what you see on this page. So it just stair-stepped up exponentially. So at this price where I exited, that was about $1. At this price now, it's at $5 3 days later. So that's a 5,000% move. And if you're short, if you have like $1,000 position, and you're long, then the most you could lose is $1,000. But if you're short and this goes up like 5x, that means you lose $4,000. So that's more than what the original value of your position was. So just keep that in mind. And then if you need, I usually trade with brackets, so I have my stop loss and my take profit on. And if you want a tool that will help you define where to set your stops and stuff, I created one called positionsizecalculator.net. So if you were doing, let's see, what was that, DBVT, for example, DBVT, it'll show you the values for one risk unit, depending on whatever your risk percentage is and your portfolio size. So this is just a really handy tool to figure out how to place your stops and your take profit. But that's about it. And also one other thing is that I talk about this, and I just put together a newsletter. And you can read that newsletter on my, or you can sign up for, it's called Trading Advice for Losers, because we all lose trades. Sign up here, or you can go directly to tradingadvice.beehive.com and sign up, and you'll see some of the past articles where I talk about the concept of buy low, sell high, and which is really annoying until you actually understand what it means. And the latest newsletter is One Day Rockets, so it's basically what we're talking about right now, and they all fall down. But yeah, so that's about it. Thanks for paying attention. Like, share, and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see some of your comments. Thank you.